Okay. Happy Friday. I always say that because I love going live on Friday. I forgot to put this up. All right, let's get this situated here. Whoa. If you're in Girls Guide, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I think I hit a button, but I'm not really sure what I hit. Okay. JD, can you hear me in Girls Guide? Okay, Rini can hear me. Okay, Ruthie, thank you so much. Okay, let me get my computer situated. How are you guys doing? How has your week been? How has your week been? Mine has been amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with you on the power of simplicity and focus. And I'm sorry I'm moving around here. But hi, everyone. Rini, Tammy, Trish, Ruthie, Suzette, Viviana, JD, Amanda, a ton of you. Okay. So I'm going to share with you kind of what I've been learning since I would say the last 3 months or so. And then I'm also going to be sharing with you just how amazing this week has been and how you too can have an amazing week. All right. Have you ever said these words? And I'm looking at two cameras, so bear with me. Have you ever said these words? I am so overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. Okay, have you ever said that? Well, I'm sure you have because you're a real estate agent. And as a coach for women real estate agents, I have to say that I hear that far too many times. I would say 100% of the time. And so it got me thinking about people in general because as a coach, I need to understand the way people think and a lot about psychology, right? And so I got to thinking about the people who oh, what is this? The people who most complain about life and the people who don't take action to change their situation. Let's say it that way. And what I've come to realize is outside of health, illness, outside of a sickness or illness, pretty much any issue you're dealing with right now that you're not satisfied with is a result of you. And I know that sounds harsh, and I don't mean to be harsh with you, but we say XYZ is an issue in our lives, right? That's what we say. And yet, when someone recommends a course of action to take to alleviate that issue, how many people really take the action? And so, are we in a state of comfortableness amongst our overwhelm? So in other words, we say we're overwhelmed. We say we want to be successful. And yet, we kind of know what to do. And if we don't, we can seek that out through me, a coach, or any other coach, or your broker, right? But then, why don't we do it? I think that we need to first realize that we have the power to change it and stop making excuses, first of all, okay? And so secondarily, and even more important to me in what I'm speaking of today, is that take crap off your plate. And I don't know how else to say it. Take things off your plate. Simplicity always wins. Focus always wins. If you were today to go to the top 5 agents in your brokerage, ladies, and ask them what they're focused on, or ask them what they do. Follow them around. I wouldn't have ever minded if somebody wanted to follow me around when I was a top agent, right? And I predict that you are going to see them simplifying what they do to a focus. And I want to encourage you on that. You know, think about this. I don't know if you heard this story. Of course, when Steve Jobs was still alive, one of his product managers brought to him an expanded keyboard. And this product manager, this developer, I guess rather, was very excited about the functionality of this expanded keyboard. And he was showing him all these extra buttons. And so Steve Jobs said to him, how often would you use this button? And he pointed to one of the expanded buttons. And the developer said, once or twice a month. He said, okay. How about this button? Maybe 2 or 3 times a month. Okay. And he went through this litany of these extra buttons that this developer was so proud of. And Steve Jobs said, thank you, but I want you to focus on simplicity. I want you to focus on what is most important, because here at Apple, we make things simple. Isn't that amazing? Because as humans, we're kind of conditioned to, oh, I gotta go, I gotta be exhausted, and I have to do all these things in order to be most successful, right? We think that if we add something else, it's going to only have to be a good outcome. But in actuality, when you add something else, and then you add something else, and then you add something else, you're actually taking away from the focus of what you're doing, okay? Another example of that is in artists. Now, I am very creative in terms of interior design. I love interior design. I just redecorated my home after Christmas. I was so excited I loved my home for the holidays, and then I loved taking all of it down and redecorating. So I'll be posting pictures because I just thrive on it. It actually energizes me, okay? But so I'm in tune with painters and creative people. And so I did some research this week in preparation for sharing with you today on the power of simplicity. And what I learned was that professional painters actually, when they're painting, they paint a lot. Like they go off of whatever they're feeling in the moment, okay? And then they edit and they cover stuff up with paint so that what they're left with is the one thing, is the one main beautifulness in their painting. And so I wanted to just share those examples with you because focus is important. And as an agent, I used to be bombarded with bomb and this one and this one and this CRM and you know, now Zillow wants to give me something fresh, and Realtor and homes and bold leads and all these things. And I'd get phone calls from people, do you want your picture on a grocery cart? I mean, you know, we get these crazy phone calls, and they are so bothersome, correct? But yet we're on one hand, oh, and you're the only one we're going to with this opportunity. And you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I should do it, you know? And they won't email you anything. You have to decide on the spot, which is always an indication that I'm not interested. And I would encourage you to be the same way. But so again, the power of simplicity. Look at what you're doing. What I have in Girls Guide are 2 checklists that are pretty much all you need in terms of your foundational systems in addition to your CRM and touch plan. And that is your complete seller checklist and your complete buyer checklist, which takes you from a buyer or seller prospect all the way through to post-closing. All right. And when you couple that with the touch plan, you have what you need. You have your system. All right. So we know that there's a magical effect when we simplify and really just focus. Who do I want to work with? Where are they? How can I get in front of them? I want to encourage you to watch a movie. And it's Will Smith and his son, Jaden, from, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago. Such an inspirational, motivational, you know, like heartfelt movie. The Pursuit of Happiness. And they spell happy, HAPPYNESS, The Pursuit of Happiness. Who has seen The Pursuit of Happiness? Ladies, I'm telling you, I am not a moviegoer. I maybe see 1 movie a year. But my son's been home on college break, and he said, Mom, you would love The Pursuit of Happiness. And he was right. I totally love that movie. That man put himself in front of people that he focused on deciding that they would be what he needs. And so I'm going to encourage you today to think about, who should you be speaking with in your local market that will help you get you to those people, your perfect clients. And Rini just said, yes, his wife leaves him to go out and get happy. And it's really amazing. I mean, just the hell that Will Smith's character goes through, and it's a real person. And at the end of the movie, the real person walks through. Basically, the premise of the movie is that this guy is living paycheck to paycheck, 3-4 months behind in rent. His wife gets frustrated and leaves. He keeps his son, which I find extremely admirable. And he has one setback after the next, one setback after the next. He has every excuse to give up, but this man does not give up. And he's focused. He's very simplistic. He keeps it simple. He doesn't try to complicate things. He asks a man in a very expensive car, what do you do? And the guy said, I'm a stockbroker. And the star of the show, the character Will Smith plays, didn't have any college education. I'm not sure he graduated from high school. And he worked his butt off in a very focused, simple way. And he was chosen out of a pool of interns, stockbroker interns, and he is now a multimillionaire. And I just wanted to share that because it's a true story. It's not just some fabricated movie, ladies. It's the power of simplicity, the power of focus. Now, I want to share with you really quickly what gets in the way of our day-to-day focus and our day-to-day keeping it simple. And therefore, what gets in the way of our not being overwhelmed, right? In other words, what is the cause of our being overwhelmed? Well, I mentioned vendor phone calls, all right? But one thing that I see so much, and I want to encourage you, is you're sitting on email all day long, and you're sitting on social media all day long. Now, I love seeing you here on social media, but there is a time and a place, right? Because as I shared with you when I was an agent, I got at least 10 deals a year on social media, and I didn't run ads, okay? So it was the interaction on Facebook, message on Instagram, things like that. So I'm not saying that social media is evil, but I'm saying, like anything, you have to put it in time blocks and then manage it. So when I am working now on course creation or on this awesome conference that's coming up that I can't wait to tell you about, I actually turn off notifications. I silence my phone because, ladies, we have to focus. We have to focus. You say you want to close 20 deals this year, then focus. Turn off your phone, turn off notifications, get on email 3 times a day, unless, of course, you're waiting to hear back on a counter. But these are very basic. Doesn't it sound basic? Like, okay, lady, tell me something, magical. Well, that's magical because it's easier said than done, right? To unplug, but you need to do that. All right. And the simpler your message on both in your emails, in your text to people, the simpler your message anywhere, the more focused it will be received, the better it'll be received, and the deeper it'll go. So as I shared with you, when I was an agent, we said, we did it again, and we are Winchester. Those were our hashtags. Those were things that went off of myself and my team's lips. We are Winchester, we did it again. And simple message. We are Winchester. That was the name of our market. We knew our market, right? And we did it again. Connotes getting things done for our clients. So just think about a simple message, okay? Be a concise communicator, which I'm not being right now because I'm going on and on. But, all right, so the number one problem is overwhelm. The solution is focus. Keeping things simple. Stop trying to recreate things. You're good enough right now. Create what you're going to do. Identify what you're going to do in terms of lead gen, which is all about lifestyle of connecting. All right. And and then do it. Time block it and do it. Now, this next part is very exciting news. As you know, we have the She's Unstoppable Live conference coming up April 9 and 10 in Dulles, Virginia. And we have, I don't know, maybe 230 some, 240 some ladies already registered. And we've had some great feedback, but this week has been phenomenal. So I can't wait to share with you what has happened. All right. First of all, I want to share with you that we have set up a special day for you because we're women, right? We like to be multifaceted. And so in addition to it being an educational time and a time for networking, it's also going to be a time of fun and shopping. So we have some amazing handbag vendor that Judy and I met at the National Association of Realtors event as they were having a trunk show at we stayed at a 5-star luxury hotel. It was freaking amazing. We just thought, if we're going to go, let's just go to this amazing hotel on the, what is it, the bay? No, I don't know what it was, some body of water. I'm not good with that kind of thing. I admit my faults, right? But anyway, we met Couture Planet. And their bags are to die for, and they're not outrageously expensive. So I can't wait to see what they bring. They're going to be an exhibitor. Okay, we're going to have shopping. I have some clothing, 2 clothing vendors who are coming, and they are very fierce clothing that will, go for you, whether you're more dressy or more casual. And then we have a custom makeup line that I'm using, and I see now I forgot to put my mascara on. Who else? Does anybody else ever forget mascara? I'm always forgetting mascara. I swear, I don't know what to do. But anyway, it's funny. But anyway, she meets with you, and she's going to be there, and on the spot, she gives you the perfect foundation, and it doesn't have any of the impurities, and it's not outrageously expensive. It's a really, economically priced, and I can't wait until you see everything that she has. She has not only skincare, but also amazing makeup, which she has amazing mascara that makes your eyelashes look wicked long. So anyway, and clothing and decor, home decor. So if you're like me and you like Chip and Joanna Gaines look, you're going to like this vendor. And then, of course, we have an amazing jewelry manufacturer. All right, so that's fun, but not really what I'm sharing with you that I'm really super, super excited about. But I'm going over like kind of foundational things. And then remember, Forbes magazine, okay? Everybody trusts Forbes magazine, right? Well, they named our keynote speaker, Dottie Herman, the richest self-made woman in real estate. Ladies, this woman is amazing. She had gotten pregnant as a teen. Her mother passed away when she was under 10 years old, and she was the oldest, and she had to take care of her kid brothers and sisters. And she went from rags to riches, and she's an amazing, amazing lady that each of us as women real estates really should look up to. She's just amazing. All right. She's going to be there. She's going to be available to meet with the VIPs. So if you upgrade your ticket to VIP status, you will get to meet her. $1 Million Listing LA. I love the Bravo Network. I mean, I know it's like, mind-numbing TV, but I'm sorry, I'm hooked. So $1 Million Listing LA, Tracy Tudor Maltis will be in the house both days, the 9th and the 10th. I thought it was just going to be the 9th and at the cocktail reception, but she is staying for the entire event. And likewise, we'll be speaking directly with the VIP ticket holders. So that's amazing. All right. So I mentioned earlier, this is the new stuff. Ready? New stuff. All right. I mentioned Chip and Joanna Gaines, and we all love Chip and Joanna Gaines, okay? Well, you may or may not know they have a real estate company because Chip has a broker license, okay? And it's called Magnolia Realty. Well, yesterday I talked with this amazing woman who works for Chip and Joanna Gaines and has a team of 7 powerhouse ladies in one of the Magnolia Realty offices. Okay, I think they have 5 or 6 offices throughout Texas. And this powerhouse team sold $100 million, and they are coming. And in fact, if you upgrade your ticket to VIP status, you are going to have an opportunity to sit with this woman. If you want to join it or start your own team, or you have a team and you want to really make it better, because we're always on that path, you're going to have access to talk to her. Amazing. Haley. And I can't remember her last name right now. And if Kaylee, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. But I want to share with you, as I'm making this video, I just got a text from Bravo's other TV show called Buying It Blind. I got a call or a text right now from Ann Kalinsky, who is the realtor on that show, Buying It Blind, and I'm going to be speaking with her this afternoon. And so I'm hoping that she can be there, because why? If you don't know what this premise is, she's in Atlanta, and her premise is so different, ladies. And we're always talking about brand YOU and getting your own way of doing things. Do you know what she does? She got together with an amazing contractor who she trusted, and an amazing interior designer. And she actually came up with a contract for people who get too stressed out buying houses. And so, they have an intake time, and they sign a contract with her, and she and her team go out and buy a home for her clients that needs to be fixed up. And then, they buy it for them. And so their buyers are actually buying a home blind. It's amazing. You got to watch the show. Now, talk about how awesome that premise is. And I'm trying to get her there so that she can share with you and all the attendees how she does it. So you're going to hear from all these people, whether you upgrade your ticket to VIP access or not. But if you want that personal conversation, then yeah, you need to upgrade your ticket to VIP status. Okay. So guess what else, ladies? Guess what else? We confirmed three new sponsors this week. Okay. Number one, All Things Real Estate, Tracy Hicks. Amazing. We all know All Things Real Estate. They're going to be there exhibiting, and they are sponsoring the event. They understand that more than a conference, ladies, of education and more than a girls' night out on steroids, this is a movement for women agents. This is a movement for women agents. There will be no selling from the stage of coaching or anything else. No. What you're going to be getting is a lot of meat, information, usable, okay? Inspiration, empowerment. It is a movement for women in real estate. And you would miss out if you weren't there. So we got All Things Real Estate, Tracy Hicks. We got confirmation that Heather Ozer, who is the new president of the Women's Council of Realtors. Women's Council of Realtors is now a sponsor as well. How amazing is this, ladies? Okay? The largest organization for women in real estate are sponsoring the event. They're going to be there. What am I hearing? As a woman agent, you really have to be here. You don't want to miss out on this. This is a movement. And the third new sponsor this week is Realtor.com. Realtor.com is a sponsor of this event. And we are speaking with executives at Realtor.com and kind of deciding, what they're going to be doing there and how we're going to be collaborating. But yes, Realtor.com, All Things Real Estate, and Women's Council of Realtors are sponsors. Ladies, are you excited? Are you freaking excited? Unbelievable. Yeah, Anna Kalinsky is the one from Buying It Blind, and I'm talking with her either later today or tomorrow. I couldn't really see the text. That came in too fast. And then at 1 o'clock, I'm talking to a woman named Liz Faircloth. And what she does is she has a podcast that is called Real Estate Invest Her. So instead of Real Estate Investor, it's Real Estate Invest Her. And I'm telling you, I love this podcast. I'm a real estate investor. It is another way for us as agents to, give ourselves, different streams of income. And they have a great community. And so I'd love to have them share how that we as agents can begin investing. So we're trying to think of everything, right? And we are also talking to RIS Media and other media outlets because, again, it's more than a conference, ladies. It is a movement for women agents. And I couldn't be more thrilled because real estate women thrive. And that is my twin sister Judy, and my heartfelt, sincere desire. And we will work tirelessly to ensure that you love this conference and that it is so much more than just a conference, like any other conference. You're going to leave there with amazing, amazing business building tools, relationships, community. Throw in some fun, a cocktail reception. We have a signature drink that is pink and delicious for the first night. So before I leave, I want to see comments. See if anybody... Awesome. And let's see any comments here. Okay. Ladies, that's it for today. Remember, simplicity, focus. Don't let anybody else put one more thing in your brain. Okay? I want you to go to She's Unstoppable Live and register for the event. She'sUnstoppableLive.com. I think we have 24 more rooms. And once they're gone, then you will have to go to an adjacent, hotel. So you don't want to do that. You want to get in the hotel where the event is taking place. And the Hyatt Regency Dulles is a very great venue. And it's, a hop, skip, and a jump from the Dulles Airport. And you want to, get your ticket now, get your airline tickets now because they'll be cheapest. I want to say that in closing that I'm talking to some women who are saying, do you have any free tickets? Do you have any, because I can't afford it? So to that, I want to say two things. We are looking for sponsors who will, who we're calling, oh gosh, what are we calling them? We're looking for some sponsors who will pay for those who can't afford it. But in actuality, what I want to share with you is that this is an investment in you. This is an investment in your business. It's a tax write-off, okay? And in this business, you're going to pay in time or money to be successful. I mean, you got to put in the time, and there are top teams that are paying Zillow and all these other, lead gen companies a lot of money, right? And so if you are approaching your business in fear or from a lack or scarcity, that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So I highly recommend that you go ahead and invest in yourself. Invest in yourself by going to She'sUnstoppableLive.com. Register for this conference before it's sold out, before there are no more, rooms, because we've negotiated a discounted room rate. And now is your time. Now is your opportunity. Okay? So invest in yourself. This investment is going to appreciate. Meanwhile, other investments like a car or a Dooney and Burke or whatever, what do they call it? The Louis, I'm sorry, excuse me. A lot of women want a Louis bag. That's going to depreciate. It's not going to help your business. So invest in coming to the She's Unstoppable Live conference because you will actually see a return on that investment. All right, that is it for today. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see your name on the registration list for She's Unstoppable Live. Make it a great day. Bye.